In this video, we'll be taking a look at 2 college football games happening on October 24, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 4 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 2 college football games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. New Mexico State versus Louisiana Tech. 2 Conference USA teams are set to clash as they seek a crucial victory in the heart of the Bayou. The New Mexico State Aggies are hitting the road to face the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs on Tuesday night. In their previous matchup, the Aggies secured a convincing 28-7 win over UTEP, covering the 2.5-point spread as favorites. Meanwhile, the Bulldogs had a bye week last week and previously suffered a 31-23 defeat against Middle Tennessee on October 10th, failing to cover the 3-point spread. In their all-time series, the Bulldogs hold an 8-4 advantage and have won the last 6 meetings, including a 28-14 road victory in their most recent encounter on October 28, 2012. The New Mexico State Aggies, carrying a 5-3 season record, continued their strong form with a 28-7 win over UTEP last week. Despite being tied 7-7 at halftime, they dominated the second half to secure the victory. The Aggies outperformed UTEP, accumulating a total of 439 yards to their opponent's 304, and stifled UTEP's third down attempts, allowing only 2 out of 12 conversions. New Mexico State has been on a 3-game winning streak, including victories over Sam Houston and Florida International. The Aggies offense is averaging 30 points per game, with 237.5 passing yards and 203.4 rushing yards per game, while maintaining a 40.7% third down conversion rate. Quarterback Diego Pavia has thrown for 1,801 yards, 16 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions, in addition to rushing for 525 yards and 4 touchdowns this season. Running back Monty Watkins has contributed 415 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns, while wide receiver Jonathan Brady has caught 21 passes for 355 yards and 3 touchdowns. The Aggies defense is allowing an average of 21 points per game this season. The Louisiana Tech Bulldogs, with a 3-5 season record, encountered a 31-23 loss against Middle Tennessee in their previous game. Trailing 17-9 at halftime, they couldn't overcome the deficit in the second half. The Bulldogs outgained their opponent with a total of 419 yards to 353, but struggled on third downs, converting only 3 out of 13 attempts. Louisiana Tech's lone victory in their last 5 games came against UTEP. Their offense is averaging 27 points per game, with 243.1 passing yards and 141.1 rushing yards per game, while maintaining a 32.1% third down conversion rate. Quarterback Hank Bachmeier has thrown for 934 yards, 6 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Running back Tyre Sheldon, who is questionable, has rushed for 475 yards and 5 touchdowns, while wide receiver Smoke Harris has caught 59 passes for 614 yards and 3 touchdowns. The Bulldogs' defense is conceding an average of 27.5 points per game this season. Louisiana Tech has faced a 4-game losing streak in their recent outings and must swiftly turn things around to have a chance at bowl eligibility. While they welcome back Bachmeier, injuries to Shelton and Willis Jr. could affect their running game. The Bulldogs need to strengthen their defense to combat New Mexico State's formidable running attack, especially considering their defense has allowed an average of 198.9 rushing yards and 4.9 yards per carry, along with 15 rushing touchdowns this season. Louisiana Tech hasn't managed to cover the spread in their last 2 games and has struggled with 4 losses in their last 5 games. They are coming off a loss to Middle Tennessee, and though their offense is decent, ranking 56th in passing yards per game, their strong defense has kept them competitive. Facing one of the conference's best quarterbacks, they will heavily rely on their defense. Pavia, who excels both as a passer and a rusher, plays a key role for the Aggies. With a 5-3 against the spread record this season, the Aggies have demonstrated their ability to cover the spread. They also have a 2-1 record against the spread in away games. The odds seem to favor the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs due to home field advantage, but the Aggies have the better form, having won 4 consecutive games. With a top 20 rushing attack and a defense that has allowed 20 or fewer points in 5 consecutive games, the Aggies appear to be the stronger team. Louisiana Tech has been inconsistent and is in the midst of a 4-game losing streak. They have struggled offensively, ranking 56th in passing yards per game. The underdog New Mexico State Aggies, on the other hand, have displayed consistent form. With a top-notch rushing game and a solid defense, the Aggies should have the upper hand. So the New Mexico State Aggies to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. In terms of the total points scored, the under has hit in 5 out of 8 games for New Mexico State this season. Their last 6 games have seen the under prevail, even after starting the season with 2 consecutive overs. New Mexico State has seen the under hit in all 4 of their road games this season, with the last 2 games falling significantly short of the projected total. For Louisiana Tech, the over-under record for the season stands at 4-3-1. In their home games, the Bulldogs have gone over the total in 3 out of 4 matches. Given New Mexico State's effective ground game, it's likely they will aim to control the clock and reduce the number of possessions in the game. Additionally, the strong defenses on both sides indicate that the game may be low scoring. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Liberty versus Western Kentucky. Conference USA action heats up midweek as the Liberty Flames hit the road to take on the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. Both teams saw action last Tuesday, with Liberty defeating Middle Tennessee 42-35 at home, failing to cover the 16-point spread. On the other hand, Western Kentucky suffered an upset loss on the road to Jacksonville State, falling 20-17 as 7.5-point favorites. The Liberty Flames enter this game with an unblemished 7-0 record, but have shown signs of vulnerability in their recent outings. In their last game against Middle Tennessee, the Liberty Flames defense allowed 35 points, but their offense managed to put up 42 points, resulting in a 7-point victory. Quarterback Kaidon Salter threw for 140 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception, and he also contributed significantly on the ground, rushing 16 times for 160 yards. The Liberty Flames are averaging 36 points per game, but their defense has been somewhat leaky, conceding an average of 20 points per game. The Liberty Flames offense is currently ranked 13th in the league, and they may need to continue putting up points in this matchup. The Western Kentucky Hilltoppers come into this game with a 4-3 overall record, but are coming off a disappointing loss in their most recent outing. Western Kentucky could only muster 17 points against Jacksonville State, leading to their 3-point defeat. Quarterback Austin Reed completed 24 of his 48 passes for 250 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception in that contest. The Hilltoppers are averaging 30 points per game, but their defense has allowed an average of 28 points per game. Western Kentucky's offense is currently ranked 51st in the league, while their defense ranks 88th. In this game, the Hilltoppers will need their defense to step up. When comparing these teams, they are on different levels of performance. One significant contrast is their ability to convert on third downs, with Liberty having a 4.2 of 8.6 success rate compared to Western Kentucky's 3.6 of 1.02. In terms of offense, Liberty is operating at a higher level, averaging 37 points over their last 5 games, while Western Kentucky is averaging 23 points during the same stretch. However, after their close win against Middle Tennessee, some doubts have arisen about Liberty's form. In that game, Liberty gained 541 yards of offense with 33 first downs, but they also committed 2 turnovers and had 8 penalties. On the defensive side, they recorded 3 takeaways but allowed 428 total yards and 6.8 yards per play. That said, Liberty has only failed to score 31 or more points once this season and is expected to perform well in this matchup. Western Kentucky's defense gave up 484 yards to Jacksonville State in their last game, indicating that we could see a lot of running plays. So the Liberty Flames to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Liberty has seen the under prevail in 3 of their last 4 games. They have adjusted their offensive approach to emphasize running the ball rather than passing, with Salter increasingly opting to run instead of throwing downfield. Liberty now has the conference's top rushing offense but ranks 6th in passing. This shift towards the running game has contributed to the recent trend of unders in Liberty's games. Western Kentucky has also gone under in 3 of their last 4 games. In their recent game against Jacksonville Jacksonville State. The total was set at 60.5, but the two teams only combined for 37 points. As conference play intensifies, lower scoring games are likely to become more common, especially given Liberty's newfound focus on ground control. Both offenses are expected to face challenges in sustaining long drives, as both defenses have excelled in forcing turnovers this season. In recent games, Liberty's defense has allowed an average of 17.5 points, while Western Kentucky's defense has given up 19 points. The under has hit in 8 of Liberty's previous 13 games, as well as in each of the last 5 Western Kentucky home games. Although both teams are known for their high-scoring performances, all indications suggest that this matchup will result in a lower-scoring affair. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.